Welcome back to part 2 of Celebrities and Their Unusual Hobbies. So if you enjoyed it last week, you're going to enjoy it again. And if you didn't catch last week, then, well, why not listen to that one after, then come back to this one? Or, wait, no, that doesn't make any sense, does it? Why not listen to this one first and then go back to the other one? Or watch the other one and then come back to this one? You know, doesn't really matter. They're very self-contained. It's just more of the same, but pretty interesting stuff. Some things I would never expect. So, well, I guess we're all about to find out. I hope you enjoy. Hello and welcome back to the Daily Weekly Podcast, and this is part 2 of our unusual celebrity hobbies episode that we did before.
So if you haven't checked out part 1, you're going to have to check out part 1 so that you get a more in-depth description of what we're doing.
Exactly. And just a reminder for anyone new, or if you didn't catch that last one, this is part of our new podcast format where we're trying video as well. We're trying different things, different setups, layouts. So everything's a bit of a work in progress. It might change week to week, but you know, we're just gonna
we're trying new things.
Exactly.
Pushing ourselves out of our comfort zones.
Yes. And starting on our new channel, which is where you're watching this now. So any love is greatly appreciated.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with that out of the way, let's get into it.
So, following quite nicely on from our previous one we mentioned in the last video, David Arquette and knitting. Men who knit is apparently an up-and-coming thing, because we saw Tom Daley doing it at the Olympics this year, while he was waiting for his go. He's queuing up for the dive. But I think that's a really good hobby to have. It's really useful. You know, strip it back, just do some sewing, knitting even. And yeah, a lot of men do it now. And David Arquette, the actor, is he?
I believe he is. Yeah.
I only know him for being married to Courtney Cox. That's the only thing I know him for. And he's been quite vocal about his love for crocheting and knitting. And photos have surfaced of him getting some needlework in during his vacations. He's even made handmade scarves for charity, and he is using his hobby to inspire good, which, you know, always a bonus. Always a bonus. And he was taught how to knit by his grandmother, which again I think is quite a common thing. Men who knit are usually not taught by their pals. They're normally taught by a matriarch figure. So yeah, I think that was really sweet. I wonder who taught Tom Daley now. I wonder if it was his mum.
Maybe. I don't know how to knit. My mum doesn't know how to knit either.
No, my mum can just about sew.
No, but my stepdad can sew. He's good at it. I think his mum taught him. Or he taught himself when he was younger, yeah. So he, like, you won't, if there's a holy sock, he will sew that up.
He will darn it.
He will do it. He will fix your trousers.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. I feel like, my dad is just a hopeless case. I was like, let me just try and sew something up for you. He's like, don't touch, don't go near it. But no, I think it is good that men are doing it now. Come on, men, we can do it.
To be fair, it is a useful skill to know, but maybe I should take like a class and teach myself. Crash course in knitting and sewing.
I think it'd be brilliant. I mean, when I was born, actually, my granny made like cardigans and dresses for me, just like knitted them herself, and they're like obviously like the most prized garments I own, and I'd love to put my future children in that one day. So yeah, like it's just got sentimental value, you know.
Definitely.
You can actually get like knitting and sewing magazines. Have you seen them?
I've seen those. Yeah, like
I'm wondering if we should buy one.
Complete this blanket, or you'll make this quilt. But the thing is, any of those collectible magazines, I'd love to do it. But, like, the price.
The commitment.
That's more about the price. Especially with, like, some of the model car ones they do. Like, oh, man, that can end up being hundreds, if not thousands.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And they always trick you in, like, the 99p issue 1. And then issue 2 is $7.99. Oh.
Brilliant. Yeah, no, I totally get it. I mean, maybe we should get one and see if we could do, like, a testing of it. Just buy one copy each and see if we can do it.
See what we can do from that first one. Yeah.
We'll see. Anyway, from knitting to skulls.
Yeah, quite the natural flow of things, I think.
Could have done this so much better. Do you want to take this one?
Yeah, so Nicolas Cage and skulls. Nicolas Cage has had his fair share of strange behaviour off screen, but there was nothing weirder than his hobby of collecting skulls. Real skulls, I should add. In 2007, he paid $275,000 for the 70-million-year-old dinosaur skull to add to his collection. Wow.
I think that's
pretty cool.
That is cool. Like, when it said real skulls, I thought it meant like
Human skulls.
Human skulls. But a dinosaur skull, that is incredible.
Yeah, it's just another fossil.
Yeah. Same as sitting with you. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. So yeah, I think that's quite interesting. Let's read on. So eventually he had to return it to the Mongolian government since the dinosaur remains are considered to be a national treasure. Oh, okay. Wonder if they gave him a refund for that, or if they bought it from him.
You reckon they did it in cash or with a cheque? Bank transfer.
I trust bank transfer the most. Baby PayPal.
PayPal?
So, besides many skulls, the actor has also a real tomb in his possession. That's very interesting.
I would love a tomb.
I also know that another hobby of Nicolas Cage is that he's a big Superman fan.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, and he had one of the early comics, I believe, and I think it was stolen at one point.
No way.
Yeah, I have more notes on this somewhere else, but I did a whole thing. It was stolen. There was a big heist for it.
Oh my god.
And then I think it was 3 magazines maybe, and they eventually turned up later, and one was still missing. And
I know it sounds like really naff, 3 magazines, but if they're the originals and first editions, I would lose it if someone stole mine.
Yeah, I looked it up a while ago. Yeah, there's a whole big thing about it. And
oh my god.
he always dreamed of playing Superman. He nearly did in the 90s, and then that didn't happen. And then he got to voice the character a few years ago. But yeah, another interesting.
Yeah, another little tidbit.
Yeah, it's the thing with Nicolas Cage. He does a lot.
He's got his finger in a lot of pies.
He does, because a new movie of his came out, and then I was reading something about it, and then I just thought, I wonder how many movies has he done? And for the past 5 years, he's done 6 movies a year.
Yeah.
He's
on it.
He's on it. Some of them are A-list movies. Some of them are more independent ones. But he doesn't seem to mind.
No. Well, I'm not fussy about the work you give me.
Either he really enjoys making the films, or he's just desperate. I'm not sure which one it is. Might be a bit in the middle with Hollywood.
Well, he's got to keep up with the 200. That's more than what my house is worth. My parents' house. Okay, on to our next one. Simon Cowell and people watching. Do you know what's really ironic? And I want to put this in straight away.
What's that?
When I was 13, I went to a One Direction concert for my birthday.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, but at the time, I was too embarrassed to wear my glasses. So I didn't wear my glasses, so I couldn't really see anything. So I was just really blurry. And someone said to me, oh my god, Simon Cowell's up there. So I'm looking like this, really squinted eyes. And it's ironic because I was people watching for Simon Cowell. I didn't really see anything.
Oh.
Anyway.
Maybe he saw you.
And that's when he was absolutely not. Probably did see me because I was wearing a bright orange dress, as was the fashion of 2014.
Yeah.
So Simon has some truly bizarre hobbies, including climbing the trees on his property, I don't know which one, and watching the neighbours. I mean, I'm a people watcher. I love people watching, but I wouldn't get into a tree.
That's
watch people.
Covert surveillance, people watching.
I'm not that dedicated.
Curtain twitching's one thing. Climbing up the tree is another.
I did. Do you know what? I'd be so happy.
You should get on the roof with binoculars.
I would be so happy just sat on a bench in the middle of town just watching people all day. I'm so easily pleased.
Just wonder, what are they doing? Where are they going?
I know, but then I'd end up talking to them because I just talk to everyone I meet and then...
No, I just sit back and observe.
Would you?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'd
analyse everything. What's going on?
I'd get you some pals, I think.
Oh.
So this voyeurism just came from boredom because, being a multimillionaire is so boring.
Yeah.
As the famous producer said, that in time... doesn't make sense. Let's cut that out.
Nothing's cut out, Rachel. You know that.
Some of his longtime neighbours, obviously pals, are familiar with the hobby and usually don't pay attention to him hanging from the tree branch.
Just hanging from a tree.
Can you imagine if, like, his neighbour's family came to town? They're like, "Oh my god, what's happening?" They're like, "Oh, it's just Simon.
Simon's in
Just
the tree.
Simon.
Don't mind him."
Swinging around. What a nutcase, eh?
Mm.
Oh, so yeah, I do get that one, but I wouldn't, like I say, I wouldn't sit in a tree.
Yeah. I think
Watching people.
climbing trees can be fun, but I used to enjoy climbing trees when I was younger.
I didn't. Any form of physical activity was a no-go.
Yeah, climbing a tree is a fun thing to do. Yeah.
My favourite thing was when kids used to climb up trees and then cry because they couldn't get down.
That's a scary
Call me
thing.
evil, but
That
you got out there, you can get yourself back down again.
happened to a friend of mine once.
I did it. Did it really get stuck?
Yes.
Oh my god, I have a story for you. I don't know if you're going to keep this in or not. Just checking time.
Not pausing the camera, Rachel. Everybody knows what you're about to tell me.
So when I was really young, I'm talking 7 or 8, we went to the park and there was some woman lying on the floor, and because it was Paul's Grove, we just didn't really do anything about it. We just sort of left it. There was this woman lying, and then as we were there for half an hour or something, and the fire engine came. We were like, "Oh my god, what's happening?" And basically, this woman had lost her purse under the roundabout, and had got her arm stuck under the roundabout, and the fire brigade had to come and yank her out of it.
Who called the fire brigade?
I don't know. Wasn't us. Literally, just sort yourself out.
Oh, my arm's stuck.
Oh, no, I remember it so vividly. She was literally this on the tarmac. Like Usain Bolt. Just so stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's quite a traumatic event for her, I think. But, Mum was like, just stay on the swing. Stay on the swing. Stay on the swing. My brother must have only been about 3.
Wow, what a time to go to the park.
No. Banging park. Anyway.
Katy Perry and hair. We all know Katy Perry likes to experiment with her hair, but did you know that she also collects the hair from her other celebrity friends? Not only that, but the singer stated she always carries 1 or 2 in her bag.
Bags of hair.
Oh, I thought it meant wigs. Bags of hair.
You're just going to take the entire weave.
I had that. Wherever she goes, Perry gives no explanation about why she's so hung up on other people's hair, so that part remains a mystery to this day.
I wonder if it's cloning.
Katy Perry cloning celebrities.
Yeah. Did you watch this series of Saturday Night Takeaway?
Yes.
And they had the evil clones.
Yeah. See, all clones are automatically evil. Find a good clone.
How do you know that your clone didn't come first? You're the second. You are the clone.
I don't think I'm evil.
No, you're too nice.
Sometimes I can be evil.
I don't think you can.
Yeah. It's when I look in the mirror with my eye patch.
Your eye patch.
Yeah, and
like Nick Fury.
Yeah. I'm assembling a team, which I have done.
You literally have. Oh my god, if we were part of the Avengers, who would be who?
I don't know.
I think... I really don't know.
I'd probably, I'd be Tony Stark, obviously.
Oh my god, obviously.
Because, I just basically fund everything.
Oh,
I was the original.
Up. Shut up.
I came first,
Well, actually, Captain America was born first.
Yeah, but everyone, Iron Man, he's just...
He's the OG.
He is.
Yeah. And
he was willing to die for his team.
Spoiler.
Yeah, because I'm going to die for the team.
No, don't die.
I don't plan to. Just saying.
Who would get all the equipment if you died?
You can sort it out amongst yourselves.
Don't leave us with that, because we all know there's going to be tears.
There will be. But hey, back to Katy Perry in her hair.
Yeah, I think it's a cloning thing.
Maybe she just likes different coloured hair. Like, some people like to change up their hairstyle a lot, don't they? And it's easier to have wigs than to keep, doing it to your own hair, I guess.
The way it says hair, though, I don't know where you're getting wigs from. I thought she would just, like, cut a bit off and, like, carried it in, like, a little baggie.
Yeah, but I just assume, like, how much hair is she going to have?
So
to me, wigs seems like the automatic answer. Because I've seen her wearing a lot of wigs. I know she likes that.
I know she likes that. I know
Katy Perry likes wigs. We're best friends.
You're absolute bestie.
Yeah.
She's not allowed to be your best friend. I'm your best friend.
Well, me and Orlando Bloom are good friends.
Are they? Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Oh.
Have you met Daisy Bloom?
No.
The baby.
Well, you know, tough times.
Tough times. COVID.
Me and Russell Brand are good friends, although maybe that's not a selling point
I
anymore.
love Russell Brand. When I was younger, I had the biggest crush on Russell Brand.
I think he's a
I think I
interesting character.
I like him because he is like typical tall, dark, handsome, dangerous kind of guy. Do you know what I mean? And I was so into that shit when I was younger. Still am now, if I'm going to be honest.
I respect him for his acting too.
I just respect him for his comedy.
Good comedy, and now his...
You know, him and Noel Fielding are quite good friends, and now I'm like obsessed with both of them.
Of course they would be friends.
And it was like 2006, this is going back years, like 2006 Big Fat Quiz of the Year, they said they were going to be the Goss Detectives. Do you remember that?
Might have, yeah.
Oh my god, and that was like porn to me when I was younger. I loved that so much. Cutting that out. Okay, on to the next one. Oh, another one of my pin-ups.
Okay then, take it away.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Who did not have a crush on Leonardo DiCaprio in the early noughties?
People used to say I look like him.
They lied. I'm sorry.
Did not. young Leo DiCaprio, yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they also said Harry Styles, but you wouldn't believe that either, will you?
No, because he was also my pin-up. I really thought I was going to marry Harry Styles.
And then they said Matt Damon as well. So, I don't know. If you mix Matt Damon, Harry Styles, and Leonardo DiCaprio...
We should do one of those things.
You get me.
We should do one of those things where they, like, morph people's faces.
I've done it with all three of them. I can see it. You get about halfway and you're like, yeah.
Okay. So Leonardo DiCaprio likes to enjoy collecting vintage dolls. Now, when I think of this, I think of, like, Annabelle. Like, you know, the creepy Annabelle doll.
Yeah.
He used to, so he had an enormous collection of mostly vintage dolls, which he sold in 2001 for $110,000, and then gave the money to charity because he's the perfect man. It's not known whether he has started a new collection since 2001, but that is quite a long time ago because that's the year I was born.
20 years.
Yeah, literally 20 years ago. But again, I get it. I suppose it's like, it's just investment, isn't it? Like vintage dolls, especially like haunted dolls, they go for some big bucks.
They do.
I mean, 110,000 if you're Leo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I just love him so much.
And he continues with his good charitable work to this day.
Yes, he's very charitable.
Climate change, that's a big passion of his.
He's not doing so much acting, is he? He's more
like he might do like
activism.
one big movie every couple of years now.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Yeah. You don't want too much of him.
I've given him permission.
Everyone knows he is, you know. If he's in it, it's worth seeing.
Exactly, yeah.
So he doesn't need to do movies all the time.
No, honestly, like Titanic has set him up for life.
Yeah.
Literally. Okay, and then on to our very last one, which again I really like.
Tom Hanks and typewriters. Now, I would like a typewriter. I just think they're one of the most amazing...
I really want mine.
Things. Just, I mean, absolutely useless by today, but...
I really want one. I was actually going to buy one, but I don't know if you can get the ribbon for it.
It's quite hard to find the ribbon, isn't it? Especially...
And it'd be really expensive.
Yeah.
Might as well just get a Bic.
Yeah, I did look up... I did find... I just randomly went on eBay the other week after because Lego made one, like a working typewriter.
Oh, did they?
They did. So I was like, I wonder what a real typewriter is going for today. And it was like this mint condition, restored, fully working, like high-end brand typewriter. It was hundreds of pounds. Yeah, and I was just like, wow, if I had the money, I would buy that. Yeah, that was pretty cool. But yeah, Tom Hanks, so he doesn't just stick to collecting They're 1978. They're both manual and portable machines, but is publishing a short story series that he thinks should have been written about them. Now
I don't think that makes much sense.
Now that is a real obsession. So I believe he's collecting a certain model of typewriter, which he thinks is amazing. Both versions of it.
Yeah.
And that there should be some stories written about them because they're that cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's going to write the stories with a typewriter. I mean, that's what I would do.
He's got to.
You have to. You can't write a story about a typewriter that
that's like written on a Mac.
Yeah, that
Like,
just loses
not
all
the same
credibility.
vibe. No. Oh.
That's a sweet one, I think, to end on.
That's a really nice one to end on. When my grandparents were courting, they used to send each other letters on typewriters, and we've still got them.
I just love the whole idea of a typewriter, you know.
I know. Like, my handwriting is so naff. Like, if I was going to write and send anyone a letter, it would be on a typewriter.
Oh, yeah. If I had one.
If I ever had to, you know, in the same way, if I ever had to write a cheque, I'd do it like this. I've never had to write a cheque in my life.
No. I found my chequebook the other day. I was like, I've never used you. One day, I will.
The bank won't give me one.
Oh.
Because they say they're so redundant.
Yeah, I know. I did have to fight quite hard.
Please, I just want a chequebook.
Yeah, I just wanted one for the sake of having one. Like, there's standards, like, no, we don't do them anymore. We don't really do that.
We're going to print one just for you.
But I found an old website which is still active, which like a link they didn't use, but they did, and I managed to request a checkbook for my account via that link.
No
They sent
way.
me one.
That's dedication.
It's like a loophole for a checkbook I've never used, but I can tell.
I wonder if it's actually legit.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah, put your bank details.
I'll write you a
in.
check. You can go catch it and see what happens.
It would be for like £2, like.
Well, I didn't say how much for. I just want to test something.
50 pence.
There you go. That's what you're going to win one day for a prize.
50
a check.
pence. For 50 pence.
Handwritten by yours truly.
Thank you, you're so kind. That's brought us to the end of the second part of this episode. So we hope you've enjoyed both parts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, if you've got any hobbies that you think other people might be strange or weird, then do let us know. Yeah, like, can you relate to any of these? Do you collect hair, or have you sold vintage dolls, or do you buy skulls? You know, or do you just like typewriters?
You can buy our skulls one day.
One day. I'll be head in the jar, that'd be fine. Or Futurama.
Someone can pickle my liver.
That sounds like it should be on a t-shirt.
Pickle my liver.
Coming soon to the Daily Weekly merch.
Oh, pickle
which
my liver.
will be something coming soon, fingers crossed.
Give us that $1, guys.
Yeah. Cause
Patreon. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, hey, there you go. She said it. Patreon, merch coming soon. Maybe by the time this goes out, who knows if it's already out or if it's on its way. But we are working on things. I will add that in there. You might be able to get your very own Daily Weekly mugs soon, because everybody loves the mugs.
As modelled.
The whole team have got them. We love them.
Literally looks like it's our baby, like.
You know.
Look what we made.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's
that. That's all
that.
wrapped up. So yeah, and also let us know if you like this format or if you want it changed or whatever, because
we will listen to what you guys want, because at the end of the day we do it for you guys. You know, like, we enjoy it, but we know we've got a little loyal audience out there who tune in for us, so we hope to be making things that you actually enjoy.
So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And if you are listening on Spotify, why not check out our YouTube channel, Daily Weekly Podcast, because then you can actually see the words leaving our mouths.
Yes, and if you subscribe to the Daily Weekly Podcast YouTube channel, we do have a show, the Daily Weekly Show. Brilliant names, these things. Not hard to forget. Keep it simple for you. So go check us out over there. And just one other thing, we have a channel called Daily Weekly Extras, where we upload like behind the scenes clips, outtakes, and some exclusive content over there. So that's worth a look as well. And that's all from me today. See you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.